Yes, I do know of a country called Nigeria. Who don't know Nigeria? You know, Nigeria is well known. They are the giants of Africa, and I don't think there is any person in the world here that don't know Nigeria and Nigerians. They are the ones that stands out the most when it comes to the continent of Africa. So I do know of a country called Nigeria. Nigeria, here in Grenada, just to give you a little history, most of our forefather and foremothers that were brought here, African people that was brought here on the island of Grenada, came from Nigeria, and it is estimated more than 37,000 Nigerians came from the region called Nigeria. It was known before as the Benin Kingdom, but now that region that was known as the Benin Kingdom is now known as Nigeria. So we know of Nigeria's most of Grenada society is influenced by Nigerian traditions, especially the Yorubas. We have Igbos here as well, the Igbo influence, but most of our society here in Grenada is influenced by the Yorubas. Yes, so we know of a country, Grenada and Grenadians are quite familiar with Nigeria, and we love Nigeria. We love the movies. We love the music, especially now. A lot of Grenadians are so entangled with the Afrobeats. We grew up watching Nigerian movies. I have my favorite actors that I love watching when I was growing up. We know them as Daddy and Papa. We always call them Daddy and Papa, and then Patience, and we have Osafia. When he did the movie, I think Going to London, also Osofia Goes to London. That was a very good movie that had the Grenadian society attention. Blood Sisters, all these movies. There's a lot of Nigerian movies that we grew up looking at, and Grenadians love watching, and we still like watching Nigerian movies. So much of Nigerians' culture and traditions is entangled or intertwined in the Grenadian society because our ancestors and forefathers and foreparents most of them came from there, and everything that we do, we say, how we act, how we behave as Grenadians is influenced by the Yoruba, mostly the Yoruba traditions. We have something here called the Shango. Just recently I meet a friend who, online, he reached out to me through his channel, and we have been conversing. A Nigerian friend of mine that is in Nigeria, and he have been teaching me a lot about Yorubas and giving me the history, because he himself found out that some of his ancestry is here in the Caribbean, and we were just exchanging conversation and teaching one another about our past. And I'm learning a lot. He is from a Yoruba tribe. So we Grenadians are much entangled up with the Nigerian culture and tradition. So I'm not too sure for now, but before time, there is no. Every time you pass a Grenadian house, you would hear Nigerian movies playing, or right now you would hear Nigerian songs playing, the Afrobeat, is really big here in Grenada. So we are familiar with Nigeria. As I said before, Grenadians think of Nigerians deeply. As I said before, we see them as one people. We view them as our people. We don't see them any different. We see them as our brothers and sisters, and when we mean brothers and sisters, we mean this in a deep way. There's a deep connection when it comes to Grenadian society and the Nigerian people. And I said before, a lot of the things that we grew up looking at, and not only that, the traditions that were passed on to us, is from this aspect. And also Grenadians, there are some Grenadians who sometimes view Nigerians in a, how would say, most times when they hear the word Nigeria or Nigerians, they don't always have a good feedback, because of what the media portrayed about Nigeria. The media always show Nigeria in a negative light, as it's a place or the capital of where scams are located. So like we have here in Grenada, we have a lot of Nigerian people here, especially here where I'm working at in the town. I have, I'm always connected or in communication with Nigerian people around here. Nigerian doctors, there's a Nigerian husband and wife that sells in the market here in the town that I'm working in. And what happened is that because of the brainwashing of Nigeria, and that Nigeria is a bad place, a lot of Grenadians, when they hear Nigeria, especially Nigerian doctors, because we have quite some Nigerian doctors here, when they hear, okay, sometimes I refer them to my Nigerian friend who is a doctor here. Sometimes their response is, no, I ain't going there. That, I'm afraid him, And sometimes they don't mean it in a way that they are discriminating, but because they were brainwashed, what they heard media tell them, and colonization, and and even though colonization, slavery have been abolished hundreds of years ago, we are still trying to break free from the colonization brainwashing mentality of our own brothers and sisters. So that is one thing, Grenadians, some Grenadians have a view that Nigeria is a negative people, or they are scammers. Some, not all, but there is a huge percentage of Grenadians who, no matter what you tell them, they have the understanding that Nigeria is our brothers and sisters, and we make friends with a lot of them. I have friends I'm connecting with a lot of Nigerians now on the continent and outside of the continent. As I said before, I'm in communication with a friend on the continent, and we are learning, and I think this is a time now where a lot of our African brothers and sisters, whether they are in Nigeria, whether they are in West Africa, East Africa, South, North, they are seeing a need to connect with us here in the Caribbean. Yes, because a lot of information is out there, and people are now asking questions. People are now trying to discover the truth. And a lot of African brothers and sisters are not just connecting with us here in the Caribbean, but we are seeing an influx of Africans coming into the Caribbean, learning this part of their history. So yeah, that is what we Grenadians think of Nigerians, that they are our people, they are our brothers, they are our sisters, and while some, which is a small percentage of Grenadians, have a different view of them because, as I said, of false misinformation about Nigeria, there is this other percentage of Grenadians who view them in a positive light, which is, I am one of them. Nigerians, to me, are very intelligent people. Right? They are very intelligent people because, and not only me, if you ask Grenadians and you ask them, what do you think about Nigerians? Some of them might come with a negative energy, but most Grenadians say these Nigerians are smart people. Nigerians are smart people. And yeah, Nigerians are very intelligent, and we are proud of who they are. Some of them will use that intelligence for good things, some use it for bad. But we are proud of Nigerians and what they do. Despite of the struggles and the challenges that they are facing as a people, they continue to they continue to be that shining light. As I said, there is nowhere in the world that you go and you can't find a Nigerian. Nigerians are all over the Caribbean. There is no island that you go in that you can't find a Nigerian. And that's to show you is how much they are a part of the Caribbean society. I think Africans are now it's not just the movies and the songs, but now we are seeing that in flesh, physically, Africans are relocating here in the Caribbean. Grenada is no exception, and they are becoming a part of our society. Because I have Nigerian friends, as I said, that I know of are married to Grenadian women, and when you look at them, you can't tell the difference. You can't tell the difference until they open their mouths and they begin to speak, and you realize, okay, they have an accent and they are not really from here. But if you take Nigerians and you put them here in the Caribbean, in Grenada, all right, I'm speaking for Grenadians. If you take Nigerians, there are a lot of Nigerians I have mistaken for Grenadians. Is when I start communicating with them and they open their mouth, I recognize they are Nigerians. But so we are the same people, and that is what we think of Nigerians. They are our brothers and sisters. Nigerians that are listening, I want you to know, most Grenadians see you as our brothers and our sisters, and you are welcome. You are welcome here. You are welcome here anytime. There are Nigerians that are here that are living a good life. Yeah, they living good lives. They are just as part of the Grenadian society. They are not discriminated. We don't even know sometimes they are Nigerians. They blend well with us because the only difference is just the accent. But if you come as an African or a Nigerian that comes here, you don't even notice them, because we are the same. We are the same people with the same features and everything. It's just the accent that really differentiates us. So yeah, and that is what we think of Nigerians. We think of you as our family and our brothers and sisters. It can't go deeper than this. We think of you as our family and our brothers and sisters. Of course, I will visit Nigeria with no second thought. A matter of fact, I have some friends already that is inviting me to come to Nigeria. And let me tell you something. It's not that they are persuading me to come. I am the one that showed the interest of going to Nigeria. I always want to visit Nigeria. That's 3 places I would always like to. I have on my bucket list. When going to the continent is Nigeria, Ghana, and Kenya. Right? These are the 3 countries, and if I get the opportunity to visit even more of the African countries, I will happily do so. So Nigeria is on my bucket list. Nigeria is one of those places, and I was really surprised. You see, again, one of the things that we were we have this mentality about Nigerians, and we were told Nigerians are aggressive people. We see it on the movies how they are loud people, aggressive. They get angry easily and agitated easily, and these are the things that we were told. But I'm beginning to learn with my connections that I'm having with some of my Nigerian friends. I'm beginning to learn that not all Nigerians are like this. Yeah, not all Nigerians are this aggressive and, this personality that we see on the television. We see on, well, even, well, social media now. It's not all true about Nigerians. Yes, Nigerians. What I like about Nigerians, they don't stick any nonsense, right? They don't stick any nonsense. They will tell you what is on their mind. They will tell you how it is, and that is just the personality of Nigerians. However, you can find Nigerians that are easygoing, easy to relate to, friendly, very friendly, because as I said, I am thinking of visiting Nigeria. I did relate that to one of my Nigerian friend that I'm connecting with, and he said, anytime, my brother, anytime you can come, accommodation is no problem, you are most welcome, and he didn't really, ask me for money or anything else, anything of that sort. And that's one of the things that we are told here in the Caribbean, especially in Grenada and Nigeria, African or Nigerians in particular, they like money, and that's not true. I found that not to be true. I'm not saying all Nigerians are not like this, but the negative picture that we were told that when Nigerians, they like money and they will come after your money, and that is what I beg to differ. It's not true, because since I've been in communication for a while with this Nigerian friend of mine, he never asked me. He never asked me for any money of any sort. Never tried in any sort. I mean, I am sensible to know when someone is trying to extort money from me and scam me, and I have never experienced that from one of my Nigerian friends, or my Nigerian friends I have so far. I have expressed to them I want to visit Nigeria, and their response is now, okay, come, yeah, nothing like that. Their response was, take your time, think about it, whatnot. When you're ready, let us know. We are more than happy to welcome you. So you could say I'm blessed. I think I'm blessed. It's a blessed thing to have or to connect with friends like this. And I think too, when you have God on your side guiding you and stuff, and you bring you are positive about things, I believe you will attract the right people, and people that are positive, and people that will genuinely be there to help you and not to take advantage of you. That's just what I believe. That's my philosophy. Okay, so yeah, I would visit Nigeria. My message to Nigerians is love one another, less of the tribalism and more of the unity, unite for a common good. Unite for a common good. Put away the tribalism, and that is really causing the division sometimes among you guys. We also does have this division going on here in the Caribbean, and I think is all the tribalism thing. We don't have tribes, but the tribalism spirit is alive and well here in the Caribbean, and sometimes we have this division as well. But my message is, here in the Caribbean, we love each other, and in Africa and the continent, love each other. That's just my humble and simple message. That's my message to Nigerians. I don't think I have anything else to say. Continue to be the people that you are. Nigerians are very determined, goal-driven people. They're very intelligent. Nigerians are very intelligent people. Continue to be the people that you are. It's just that less of the tribalism. Less of the tribalism. It sometimes burns my heart. Sometimes when I look at the news and I see that most times the division is Yes, political corruption, and with that it stems from a tribalism problem, the Igbos, the Yorubas. I would like to see one day that the Igbos and Yorubas, and it doesn't matter, the Hausas, the Hausas or Hausas, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. There's a lot of tribes in Nigeria that the tribalism thing will be put aside for a moment, and then they would, you guys will see each other as one people. That's just my humble message, and yeah. But other than that, Nigeria is a beautiful place. I'm coming to the spiritual aspect of things now. I'm very, that spiritual person that most of the times I listen to a lot of Nigerian pastors like TB Joshua and all these people. Some people might have the perception about TB Joshua and stuff, but a lot of Nigerian pastors have motivated me spiritually wise. Let me put it that way, okay? I don't really want to go into details, but I love to see how Nigerians worship God. I love to see. I'm speaking on this Christian aspect of things. I love to see how Nigerians express themselves and worship God, and it has motivated me a lot. So, my brothers and sisters, we love you. Nigerian brothers and sisters, if you have been listening, we just want you to know your Grenadian brother, African born in Grenada, on the island of Grenada, in the Caribbean. Grenadians, we love you. And we love you. And I would like to see the connection between us grow and become more and more stronger. And that one day, my dream will be my dream. Some people say, oh, it's your dream, but it will never come to pass. But I am optimistic that one day the Caribbean and Africa will become as one.